What's a good website to waste a whole night on? Link, citizen science platform. Help scientists while having fun with their real projects, like looking for exoplanets, or features on Mars, or many more in many fields. This was totally unexpected to see it pop up on Reddit. I'm no more active there, but it's really awesome. I'd also suggest http://mapswipe.org. Basically, you can mark places on map to help humanitarians and help the vulnerable. Erowid.org science, history, experiences, and lore about just about every drug, herb, and chemical that humans can consume. There are some fascinating and horrific experience stories. Damn, what a throwback. Used to read those stories in high school. I think I know what I'm doing for the next hour. I have wasted hours on this, and I don't know why. http://musiclab.chromexperiments.com/song-maker/ few examples include Stranger Things, Old Town Road. I just did this one by ear. Pizza time. Edit. I've added a bass line and drums, though not by a 6/8 time is fun. This site that chooses a random spot on Earth each time you refresh and shows you the Google Street View of it. Spend hours planning all the trips you'll never take. Got one that was on a boat by some tropical island. Water was completely clear. Didn't he have an address though? Honestly, if you've got a buddy or two you can call. Wiki races are super fun. Someone picks a starting article and the other picks an ending article. For instance, Mongolian throat yodel into the Vietnam War, and you can only go page to page by using hyperlinks in the article. No CTRL+F and no C similar. It's actually really fun to see how people's brains work when it comes to this. There's also the version where you go from a random article to Hitler wiki, but that's way too easy. Edit. Okay, I get it. Mongolian throat yodel into Vietnam War is easy. It was just the first two things that popped into my head lol. Edit 2. Chrome. //Dino to play the Dino game in full screen. I remember this from a few months ago. Someone used the example from McDonald's to Hitler. I don't know why I remember this or why it's so funny. This game's pretty chill NGL. Me and my Discord buds just spent a few hours messing with http://rave.dj/pick to war more songs. Copy plus paste the YouTube/Spotify links and let an AI try to mash them up. You can get some surprisingly good results if you give some good effort, or from just slapping the most random shit together. Making AIs do things is always a fun time waster tbh. P. The most blurst thing ever. Saltibot.com. Two bots compete in a fighting game with user-made characters, and you bet fake money on it. A match between Godzilla and Ronald McDonald can get surprisingly hype. Thank you Elec. If anyone's curious, the engine is called Mugen. While lots make memetastic or overpowered characters, there are some people that actually make genuinely good and well-balanced fighting games. It unfortunately often gets a bad rep due to people taking others' user-made characters and packing them all together without a care for balance or style, and then calling it their Mugen game. Those are often called compilations by Mugen content creators and aren't viewed highly by them. Genuine Mugen full games will have their characters balanced around each other and are usually coded from scratch, not counting graphical assets. Is StumbleUpon still a thing? That was my Reddit before I migrated years ago. Not sure whether anyone else has recommended Little Alchemy. There's also Little Alchemy 2, but I prefer the original. It's a one-player game where you begin with 4 elements: air, earth, water, and fire. By pairing them with one another in every possible way, you create other elements. Evidently, there are 500 plus to find. It's extremely engaging. http://littlealchemy.com. Used to play Doodle God way back in the day on addicting games. Site has changed, game became an app, got a sequel, and now similar titles. You start feeling old. I found this one off an old AskReddit thread a couple weeks back, but definitely wasted some hours on it. http://sandspiel.club/ I told myself, this is neat but kinda boring, and then proceeded to spend 30 minutes playing with it. Careful there friend. I asked the same question 8 years ago and someone said Reddit. I'm still here procrastinating. I always love the opportunity to be able to talk about http://archive.org because it is such a wonderful and free resource where you can easily waste hours on. It has millions of free downloads for music, movies, books, software, etc. One very popular example is that it is home to a very large catalog of Grateful Dead recordings. There is also the Internet Arcade, where you can play a lot of classic games along with the console living room, which is similar. They have access to tons of old PC games too, and you can even play the original Oregon Trail online. There's a lot more in their software section too. It also has the Wayback Machine, which has archived more than 424 billion web pages saved, so you can go back and see how websites were years ago. For example, here's Reddit on July 25th, 2005, a month after it was created. Many older classic books can be downloaded for free from Project Gutenberg, if anyone is looking for anything to read right now. Below are some lists of books by topic that I have compiled for r/free books. 50 free books on etiquette, 115 free fairy tale books, 100 free mythology books, 250 free kids and yeah books, 200 free sci-fi books, 100 free classics, 100 free Christmas ebooks, 100 free poetry ebooks, 100 free history ebooks, 100 free memoirs and autobiographies, 50 free mysteries, 100 free books about pirates, 70 books about space and astronomy, 200 books about cooking and housekeeping, 50 historical books about childbirth and sexual health, 175 medical books, 50 free craft books, 100 free gardening books, free assigned summer reading books, 60 free ebooks about adventure and exploration in the Arctic and at the South Pole, 100 free books of ghost stories, 100 more free mythology ebooks, 50 free horror books, 30 free Arthurian legends, 180 free Christmas ebooks, 100 free books of essays, 50 free ebooks about inventions and inventors, free audiobook collections from LibriVox, 50 free classic audiobooks, 50 more free classic audiobooks. Link, music from all over the world through the decades. Enjoy discovering different cultures. SCP Wiki. Oh yeah, if you've never seen it before, you can spend hours. I think I spent a full workday reading it when I first discovered it. Link, a challenging game about squares, haha. I've only gotten to level 20, I can't remember, and that might be an overshot. Just got to level 20 to prove in better than you. My 90s TV. I've brought this website up before, but it's such a great thing. It's a fun, novelty website where you can easily lose yourself for hours with nostalgia. Basically, it uses YouTube videos to simulate watching TV in 90s and allows you to specify the year you want, along with what categories you want to see when you change channels. They also have a My 80s TV and a My 70s TV. I love this, but really want a zeros version. Can't ever go wrong with trusty old Wikipedia. I can just keep on clicking articles for hours, and even if it's not the most accurate source, I've found out about a lot of cool shit on there. I think I have like 160 tabs open in the app, and I don't even use it that much, lmao. Wikipedia gets me too. I will be studying for college and run across a theory for counseling I'm not familiar with and open Wikipedia to see what they got to say. Before I know it, 4 hours have passed. I'm no longer looking at theories, I'm looking at scientific space shit that I don't fully understand. My assignment is due in 2 hours and I don't even have a 1/4 of it done. I should probably stay away from Wikipedia for a while now. Link, pretty much a one-time read of each email conversation, but still gave me some great laughs. Edit, man, how times and my humor have changed in the past 10 years. That's hardly funny, the dude is just an ass. I have a book from the 90s before emails were widespread called Idiot Letters, where a comedian sent big companies ridiculous letters and they would respond very confused. It's like this website, but he's being ridiculous instead of rude. TV tropes. That website could be a college course. I spent hours on http:// All I have learned so far is that I'm woefully out of my depth when it comes to the price of auctioned art. You mean besides the one you're on? Link, search engine for pictures in the National Archives. Amazing old photographs with search capabilities. This is Suxuin. http www.flashbinite.com/drench/ Quickly lose track of time on YouTube. Once you fall down the rabbit hole there, it's easy to waste your whole night. Come on people, learn to use links. And maybe describe what the thing is. Link, it's a text adventure game about Bitcoin. It's very sarcastic and very well done. Hours wasted. Thanks. Fun time. Webkins. When I was a kid that shit was crack. I say, like crack, because I was addicted to crack 3 years ago, 1 year sober, and Webkins almost gives me the same feeling. I had over 70 Webkins. That website was fire. I spent one night reading info on yokai.com/finder/interesting, odd, and terrifying stories detailing a good amount of Japanese, Chinese, and Indian folklore on Oni, demons, spirits, etc. I wish there were more sites like this for other cultures that was as user-friendly. Link, you wake up in a dark, freezing room, stoke the flames. Not mobile friendly 1.99 on App Store, just an FYI. Cool math games. Rintu is the GOAT. Check out TV tropes if you want to learn about all the various cliches and stock tropes you've encountered in media. If you're not sure where to start, pick your favorite book, movie, TV show, video game, comic book, album, or even internet celeb. You'll be amazed to learn what cliches have names, formal or otherwise, and how often you've seen them. But tropes will ruin your life. Link, snarky stories about a guy who owns a used video console repair place in the late 90s. Sporkle, I could spend days on end trying to play all the quizzes available. I can name all the countries of the world and point to them on a map, cause of that site. Omegle for sure. One night my college friends and I got drunk and were on it from 10 PM till the sun was up and in the sky. Point TV, if you want the real experience. It's the same site/company, but with 100k users online at any given time. Neopets. I'm pretty sure it's owned by Scientologists now. Edit, I have been corrected. The Scientologists sold it in 2005. Although the GUG still owns ABMouse, your childhood may be tainted, but you can go start a new account unencumbered. Google Maps. People doesn't seem to realize how crazy it is to be able to see literally the whole planet. If you showed this to a person who lived 50 years ago, they'd be amazed. I have spent entire evenings just scrolling across distant countries, checking out villages in the far east of Russia or some desert in Mongolia, clicking on random landmarks, and using Wikipedia to learn about random places. It made me realize more how many people actually live on this planet, and how big it is. As a European, I noticed that the Alps are actually not that big. There are lots of mountain ranges with much higher mountains in them that I guarantee you have never heard of. I think it is an amazing tool that can really give you perspective. People use it in their daily lives to find the nearest Starbucks, but it is much more than that. Duolingo. I don't know man. I don't wanna fuck with that owl. Link, edited to @ this site has many live cams on animals. My favorite is the Decora Eagle cam. Eaglets just born this week. I think they fledge in about a month. So fascinating. You know what? I'll say it. Roblox. I'd probably say Wattpad. I read a lot of cringy fanfictions. Windows 93.net. Found that site the last time one of these threads were posted, and it fucking ruined me. You could spend days clicking random shit and still find something new. AI Dungeon. I wasn't able to get a link, but I think you can play it as an app and on browser. Basically, it's a story-based, text-based game where you work together with an AI to write a story. And I'm talking literally anything. Anything you can imagine. This AI will write it for you. Yes, even NSFW stuff, which from experience the AI is just as good at writing those as it is any other scene. It's fucking awesome, man. If you wanna have an AI write something specifically for you while you're putting in minimum effort, this is for you. It is wonky at times, but overall, it is very good. Zombo, you can do anything you want at Zombo.com. What the fuck did I just listen to? What? The SCP Wiki. Yes, I spent many hours looking at this. It's like standing in London and asking for directions to England. My friend, you're there.